Everyone says babies and cats are unpredictable together. But no one told me my son would form a bond so deep with a stray black cat that it would change everything I thought I knew about trust. It started on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon. My 6-month-old son, Liam, was lying on his playmat, staring at the ceiling fan like it held the secrets of the universe. I was folding laundry nearby, half watching him, half lost in the mundane rhythm of motherhood. Then I heard it. A soft, deliberate meow from the back door. When I walked over to the sliding glass door, there she was, a sleek black cat with amber eyes sitting perfectly still, staring directly at Liam through the glass. "Shoo," I said gently, waving my hand. "Go on, we don't have any food for you." But she didn't move. She just kept staring at my baby, her tail curled around her paws like she was waiting for an invitation. And then Liam laughed. Not a giggle, a full, belly-deep laugh, the kind I'd only heard once or twice since he was born. He was looking right at her. I opened the door. I don't know why. Maybe curiosity. Maybe something deeper. The cat didn't rush in. She walked slowly, deliberately, past my legs, past the kitchen table, straight to the playmat where Liam lay. And without hesitation, she curled up beside him, resting her head near his tiny hand. I should have been worried. I should have pulled her away. But something in the way she looked at him, so calm, so protective, told me this wasn't a random stray looking for food. This was something else. If you've ever witnessed a moment where an animal just knows, where instinct becomes something that looks a lot like love, you're going to want to hear the rest of this story. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel because we share real stories about the incredible connections between animals and the people they choose. Hit that subscribe button now because what Shadow did over the following weeks will challenge everything you thought you knew about animal intuition. Over the next few days, the black cat, who we started calling Shadow, became a constant presence. Every morning, she'd be at the back door. Every afternoon, she'd slip inside and find Liam, wherever he was. In his crib, on the floor, in his bouncer. Shadow always found him. And Liam? He lit up every time he saw her. His whole face would change. His little arms would flail with excitement. He'd coo and babble in a language only she seemed to understand. My husband was skeptical at first. "We can't just keep a random cat," he said one evening. "What if she scratches him?" But Shadow never scratched. She never hissed. When Liam grabbed her fur, she'd simply adjust her position. When he accidentally poked her nose, she'd blink slowly and stay perfectly still. It was like she understood that he was still learning, and she was willing to be patient with him. I took Shadow to the vet to get her checked out. No microchip, no collar, no owner looking for her. The vet estimated she was about 3 years old, perfectly healthy, and surprisingly well socialized for a stray. "Some cats are just born caregivers," the vet said. "Looks like she chose your family." Chose. That word stuck with me. Because the more I watched Shadow with Liam, the more I realized she hadn't wandered to our house by accident. She hadn't just been looking for shelter or food. She'd been looking for him. There were moments that confirmed it. Like the time Liam woke up crying in the middle of the night, and before I could even get out of bed, I heard Shadow's soft paws padding down the hallway. By the time I reached his room, she was already in his crib, curled against his side, purring. Liam had stopped crying. He was staring at her, mesmerized, his tiny fingers tangled in her black fur. Or the afternoon when Liam was learning to sit up on his own, wobbling and tipping over every few seconds, Shadow positioned herself right behind him. Every time he started to fall backward, she was there. Not moving, just there. My mother-in-law visited one weekend and watched Shadow follow Liam from room to room. "I've never seen anything like this," she said quietly. "It's like she thinks she's her kitten." Maybe she did. Maybe in Shadow's mind, this tiny human with his clumsy movements and soft sounds was her responsibility, her purpose. Now, you might be wondering what makes this different from any other pet story, but here's the thing. Shadow wasn't just tolerating Liam, she was guarding him. There's a difference. Tell me in the comments, have you ever seen an animal act protective like this? Drop your answer below, because I want to know if this is as rare as it feels. When Liam turned 9 months old, he started crawling, and Shadow's behavior shifted. She'd walk ahead of him, checking rooms before he entered. If he crawled toward the stairs, she'd position herself at the top step, blocking his path. If a stranger came to the door, Shadow would sit between Liam and the entrance, her body tense, alert. One afternoon, a delivery driver knocked loudly, startling Liam. He started to cry. Before I could pick him up, Shadow was there, pressing her body against his, purring so loudly I could hear it across the room. Liam's cries softened. He reached for her, and she let him hold onto her, solid and steady. "She's not just a pet," my husband said that night. "She's his protector." And he was right. As the months passed, their bond only deepened. Liam's first word wasn't mama or dada, it was Shaw, his baby version of Shadow. Every morning he'd wake up looking for her. Every night he'd refuse to sleep unless she was nearby. People ask me all the time if I ever worry, if I ever think it's strange. And honestly, I used to. But now, when I see the way Shadow looks at Liam with that unwavering, gentle patience, I don't see a stray cat who wandered into our lives. I see a soul who found exactly who she was meant to protect. Looking back, I think about that first day. The way Shadow sat outside the glass door, staring at Liam. The way she walked straight to him, without hesitation. The way she stayed by his side every single day since. I don't think she was looking for a home. I think she already knew where she belonged. Because some bonds aren't chosen by us. They're chosen for us. And sometimes the most unlikely guardian is exactly the one we need. But here's what keeps me up at night, and I need you to help me figure this out. Shadow showed up the exact day Liam turned 6 months old. Not a day before, not a week later. That exact day. Was it just coincidence? Or do animals sense something we can't? Something about timing, about need, about destiny?